First of all, Muhammad, it's a pleasure to meet you. Right now, you can call yourself a real estate owner. So maybe you wanna, before we go through the process, maybe you want to introduce yourself. Who are you?
Yeah, so my name is Mohammed Sklan, and I'm working in energy company Uniper as a business controller since last 7 years. And then last year I also started looking into the real estate options. So there are some tax benefits which I got to know, and yeah, then I also got more interested into exploring the options, and then I found out from the Facebook Q96, and then I got contacted, and then here we are.
So, was your main reason to look for real estate right at the beginning to save some tax?
Yeah, it was also saving taxes. Plus, I do investment in stocks. So the other point was also to do some diversification as well. Plus, also using the leverage from the bank. So that's also important. And then the other option is if I want to sell it after 10 years, then it's also tax free. So that is also another benefit to having a real estate as an investment.
I'm pretty sure our property wasn't the first one you were looking at. So you choose from probably a lot of properties you could have bought. What was the reason to choose this one you bought?
Uh, Honestly, I haven't looked too many. I just visited, I think this was the second property which I visited. I visited one before, and then I had talks with few people. Uh, but after looking it here and there, then I found this one was a better option because I want to have something like stress free. It is like Kern-Sanierung, core renovation. That was very important point that I don't need to worry about for next 10 to 15 years about the renovation and some extra hidden costs or some type of risks. So I wanted to stay risk free. So of course I'm paying slightly higher premium, which definitely makes sense because of the core renovation. So that was the main benefit to have it like a risk free and stress free property. I also saw another one which was cheaper. But of course, the modernization was done, I think, in 1995, and certain things were done in 2021. So, of course, with the next 5 to 8 years, I have to do like a quite a big renovation, which definitely includes the risks. And then at the end, I decided to go for this one because it's core renovation, plus there is also the rental guarantee. That was also really a good point from Q96 that the rent will be also guaranteed for at least 1 year. So that's why I then decided that this is going to be the right choice for me, and then I decided for this one.
That's why we're here today. And in buying your first property is, I mean, it's a really big step. It's probably the second biggest investment of your life after maybe a home for yourself and your family. So did you have any concerns before you bought it?
Of course, I before starting searching about it, I didn't know the process. What would be the process? How? I mean, now today we are at notary, so we signed the contract. So before that, I of course I didn't know anything about the property itself. What are the important points, or what are the important things to check within the property, and then what is the procedure? I didn't know about it. Then I started searching last year, and then when I had the conversation with Andrews from Q96, and then he also explained me all the process. And with the whenever I have a question, he was always available. So whenever I had the question, he explained the things very well. So we had several meetings, and then he also explained me the whole process. Now I definitely feel more confident and that I know the process. Of course, I'm not an expert, 100% expert of everything, but of course, and I now feel more confident that what is the process of selecting a property, and then also going through this purchase process, and then so on.
Yeah. So, by the way, yes, you were dealing with my colleague today. I'm just stepping up for him because he was unavailable to come today. So, how was it to work with Andres, with my colleague?
Well, I think it was really nice, and he was always explaining the things. I mean, in more simpler way. For example, the contract, the notary contract. It's very tough language. Even the people who can speak German, it is quite hard to understand. Then I had some few questions, and then he also explained them. Plus, he also recommended me to add some further items as well, which will help me for tax benefits. For example, we have this depreciation clause included, that how much is the building portion, how much is the land portion, so it is easy to claim the tax depreciation in the tax return. And definitely he was really helpful. He is just quite a nice guy, I would say.
That's great to hear. I also enjoy working with him. And was there something or anything that surprised you through the process, no matter what it is? Anything surprising about buying real estate in Germany, or how it works with the banks?
I mean, until now, no major surprises. The things uh, I got, for example, if there was something I didn't knew, then he was explaining it to me. So I would say, of course, there were some surprises. For example, uh, when you were looking at the property, so there are people who are doing like a renovation. So that renovation is definitely different than the renovation which is done on this property. So that's why he asked me, it is better to visit the property, so not to decide it without visiting. So it would be better to visit the property, and then you will see the real renovation there. Normally people do the cosmetic renovation and then they sell it. And he mentioned it would be better to visit. Then I visited. When I visited the property, then I saw there was definitely a lot of work going on. They were tearing the walls, roofs, and many things were going on. And that was also, I would say, really good to see the property itself and the renovation work which is being done. So which also was better to see, and then it was easy to make the decision.
Mhm. And who would you recommend to work with us?
I would say everyone who is earning a good chunk of money. Uh, if you have, for example, more than 3,000 netto income, I would definitely recommend that at least you should explore the real estate investment option. So I have been doing investments in the stocks. Of course, buying a stock, you need a little bit of knowledge, and even though if you don't have the background, but you understand some stocks, understand some companies, you buy them and you can also sell them. So that decision is very easy. However, investment in real estate is not an easy peasy decision. It takes time, and once you understand the concept, once you know how to evaluate a property, and also how understand the calculations, then of course it is also better investment choice to go with the real estate investment.
So then, thank you so much for your time. Yeah, I hope you feel great now as a real estate owner. Are there any last words? Anything you want to share with the community or a potential buyer?
Uh, so at the end, I would say it is always better to explore the options. So if you, for your financial freedom as well as for your retirement, it is always better to explore different financial options. Don't just think everything will be fine. You need to take some steps. You need to take some actions. So for example, the real estate investment option would be a great one if you want to do something hassle free. And then, I mean, if I get retired, then I don't have to worry about the finances at that time. And my plan is also, this is my first property, and my plan is also at least to go with 3 properties. So hopefully, everything hopefully will go as per plan. And then I'm also planning until end of this year or maybe early next year, I will have another one. and then also same in 2027 or in 2028 also have the third one. So my plan is to at least have third real estate assets.
Perfect. So in other words, we'll see you back soon.
Sure, we will.
Then thank you so much for your time. Thank you that you have trust in us, and I'm very happy that you're still excited and everything went well.
Yeah, great. And I also thank you so much for your service, and
You're
it
welcome.
was really helpful.
Yeah.
And definitely we will stay in touch.
If you also want to be completely guided through your first real estate investment, then click on the link below the video and book your appointment, and we will find together the perfect solution for your first investment in real estate here in Germany. Click the link below and see you soon. Bye bye.